can remember that they are changing my voice. And keep in mind that the governing class, the gangs, etc., they're all afraid of me. I'm not afraid of them. They know for sure that if they went one-on-one against me, okay, with everything being fair, that I'd kill them. That's important here. Because that's part of the psychology you see that's taking place here. It's part of their mentality, part of how they think, part of what they're responding to. For example, if you're a little racist Jew, would you want to take the top martial arts ever possible toe-to-toe? No. So what do? Well, either you be a man and accept that's the fact, or you persecute them and act like a bitch, right, with the state. And you act like a bitch in groups, right? You know, the lynch mobs historically were a bunch of white people who tend to be less physically gifted, less gifted by God than the black person that they would lynch. Okay, so there'll be a bunch of small white guys going, hey, get them, even though black people were fed, had less nutrition, right? And so that's a part of this. So when we look at these cases, right, in San Jose by Guadalupe, and the south side by Oak Grove, and I brought up Live Oak in Oakland, and the Ebo Landing, right, Live Oak, the high school where I met Maria Mello. It's a high school in Morgan Hill. It connects to Oak Grove because of the oak. It connects to Oak Ridge. That'll be important later. The bridegroom, the bridge groom, right? The bridge room, scrambled, excuse me. And Oak Ridge, also Oak Land, and the Ebo Landing, which is a famous story about Ebos who chose to drown instead of being taken captive. So in a sense they committed suicide, in a sense they didn't. Okay, if you read the story and you think about what it means and so on and so forth, you'll understand what it's saying. One application of it is that some Ebos who were the offspring of slaves, which I'm not, I'm not the offspring of African American slaves, but those people that were, some of them, if not all of them, there's different ways to interpret the story, made a deal with the devil to kill their souls, okay, rather than serving God. So there's an occult message there. But anyway, so you look at the connections there, right? The Guadalupe River in the Texas flooding, the Guadalupe area. There's also some wordplay in the signs, the road signs, the crossroads there where the guy who shot out with the police was killed. So he had some kind of hunting rifle. He fired at the police one time. He retreated back to his room where there was a bunch of guns. He tried to ambush them from a different angle, and they basically shot him to death. Okay. And it's very interesting how there was also recently some Hispanic person who ambushed some ICE building or something, and he wrote a message on the vehicle, which, if you look at it, is an English kind of wordplay. English play on words. It's core dick die. Okay, because these people are obsessed with sexual control, right? The phallic symbols, the obelisks by the White House, to symbolize, to them at least, they symbolize sexual control. So these people are very, very sick people. It's part of why they human traffic. Okay. Keep in mind that I'm not somebody who's like a conspiracy theorist, okay? I'm from California. I used to hang out with the Crips and the Bloods, I've been there with the Norteños and Sureños. I know some of these guys. I know the game, okay? The game is very much an occult game. And bitches play it. I never played it because I'm not a bitch. I'm not somebody who serves the colonists who raped and killed people's ancestors. So that is a fucking bitch move. That's part of why, they're acting like this. Even the gang members are acting like this. If Chicago be the same thing. Because they're not men enough to they're not man enough to face their oppressor. Instead, they act like a fucking bitch doing their oppressor's dirty work, even if it comes to persecuting Jesus. I don't respect it at all. And so you see, with the Texas flood, there was that camp called Camp Mystic, which is a play on words for my stick. Okay, just like secret society, right? Secrete, where homosexuality is said to come from in Greek mythology, and secretion. Okay, so they're very much concerned with that sex called bullshit. Bunch of fucking weirdos. And it's very much racist whites, racist Jews, racist LGBT Greeks, where homosexuals doing all that weird stuff that cult homosexuals do, we'll say. And obviously I'm not gay. And part of it is they try to make it so I seem gay. They're on some weird frat, sick fuck shit. Weird fixated weirdo shit. Okay. So, you see this again. One of the things that distinguishes me between people who are conspiracy theorists is I call out the elite. I call out the gangs. I'm in one of the most gang-populated places in the world, and I tell them how I feel. And notice they haven't done a damn thing because they're afraid of me, and I'm not afraid of them. That's been established. Even if they did something now because they're desperate, fuck you, we got to prove them wrong. Okay, I still have proven my point, period. That's proven. They're subdued. They're defeated. And you see how, keep in mind, I don't respect anybody who cheats me out of my right to lead. They don't respect God, fuck them. Okay? That's why the different races, the different groups, the different religions, they're fucking killing each other right now. They're persecuting each other. They're deporting each other, or they're deporting them, and they're giving a hard time over there in Mexico, and ICE agents are being attacked, what have you. Certainly white people here and there are being attacked as a result of this. Okay? They're at each other's throat. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to man up and obey God through me. God said, hey, well, we'll fucking go ahead and kill each other. Most of the killing is the people doing it to their own race, right? And Hispanic gangs still fighting Hispanic gangs. Whites still fighting whites. Okay. Obviously, black gangs still fighting each other, but so what? Everyone knows that they're closest to God. When you're black, you're the image of God, or rather, you're similar to the image of God because they're not obeying God through me either. I don't respect any group on this planet because they're all cheating me out of my right to lead. Not a fucking man among them, except for, when we talk about certain things, right? What characteristics do I have? I don't want to break the rules on YouTube, but you get what I'm saying. Keep in mind, just because I'm making this video doesn't mean I'm trying to help human beings in the future, what have you. After my flesh dies, fuck them. That's my official stance. You can write that down, okay? If you commit crimes, if you say persecute black people because they're mad at me, hey, that's on you. I'm going to be in the spiritual realm with God. 189,000 of you are going to die every day, going to come right to me, and I'm going to cook them according to their deeds. God gave you that free will. Hey, that's fine with me, And whatever God does is fine with me. Obviously, you people have a problem with God, not me. I'm the one obeying God. You're not. I'm going to be in God's spirit cooking you. When you die, I'm going to be in God's spirit. The rules of nature that cause you to die is part of God's design, God's spirit affecting things, what have you. That's going to be me. Every time your family members die, I'm in God's spirit. Okay, you're not. They're not. I have the upper hand here. It's laughable that you people try to do bitch shit. We're going to have to get, fuck, you going to die? How are you going to get even with Jesus? You stupid fuck. What, you got 380,000 churches to you or to me? Like, what the fuck don't you get? Get these bitch-ass motherfuckers that I put in their fucking place all the time. Every day, I promise you, every day these people try to say some bitch shit to me, they go fucking quiet. I put them in their fucking place. I say, if you got a problem with me, meet me at the fucking gate, toe to toe. They don't do that. Because I'm in fucking charge. Saying bitch ass shit, pretending you are in motion, playing, oh, I'm the president, I'm the pope, and doing that bitch shit doesn't mean fucking shit. Understand why you're here. Know where you're at. Know where the fuck you're at and how you got here. Know who the fuck God's son is. Get your orientation correct, motherfuckers. I'm in charge. You can say, well, he changed his voice. We changed it. Who cares if I sound like a fucking chipmunk? Doesn't change the bottom line. I'm in fucking charge. Motherfuckers. 189,000 a day. 4,700 elitists and their family members die every day. I thought you fucking thought. Now that I've established that they're way outclassed and that I'm in charge, keep in mind that the reporter Bob Riddell was both at this, he was covering both cases, the one in South San Jose and the Marissa Dinapoli case. His name is a play on words for a lot of things, right? B-Obi, right? Obi meaning King Heart Hut Essence Center Temple Core. Obi meaning belt, right? Kuroi Obi black belt, right? In the Asian systems all the way to Brazil with Jiu-Jitsu also adopting that Japanese idea, which ultimately comes from Africa. Okay. So it's saying be the king, be the leader, be who you are, except for they're saying red, ill. They're saying we want you to be evil and ill. It's also a lead, and ear lead, right? What they're saying is they want me to listen to them and they want me to follow them, which I'm not going to do. Like I said, I'm in charge. I put these people in their place. Not only am I in charge, I put them in their fucking place every day. A lot of these people want to say something to me, but they have a family member in the hospital or something. But they know that I'm the son of God. They know that I'm the top martial artist, and they're just a bitch. They look stupid as fuck. It's like Urkel and Carlton and Rick Moranis and Frodo Baggins going, hey man, fuck you, buddy. Oh yeah? We'll gang stalk you some more. We'll zap your brain. You know, they look fucking retarded. Like, you don't understand that? You don't understand you look like a bitch trying to take me on, you stupid fuck? I put Satanists in their fucking place. That's what the fuck I do. I marshal the soul right to hell at God's right hand. That's what the fuck I do. Get your facts straight, motherfuckers. You imagine them not understanding that? You think if you change the sound of my voice when your family members fucking die, they're better off, you stupid fuck? Imagine them not understanding that. I put Satanists, especially rich Satanists, in their fucking place. I put racist Jews in their fucking place. I put racist white people and LGBT fanatics in their fucking place. That's what the fuck I do. 10 toes down, I come out here every day. Everyone knows where the fuck to find me. They don't do a fucking thing because I put them in the fucking place. And doing bitch shit in a roundabout manner isn't the same as stepping up chest to chest, toe to toe. Because we all know how the fuck that would end, don't we? So stay in your fucking place. That's a fucking order. You can see that the fumes are suppressing my anger. And that's part of the way they cheat in life, right? They have the ability to cause a lot of people to be fumed at the same time. And like I said before, they're outclassed, right? When you look at this thing, would you rather be God's son with the heart to stand on your own 10 toes, or some bootlicking groupie, follow the crowd type of punk? It's pretty straightforward. They went out like bitches. And, you know, I don't believe in senseless violence, but I will defend myself. And if you insult me, okay, I reserve the right to fire back. And I'm God's son. When I fire back, you're going to be put in your fucking place and feel hella stupid like the people on duty right now do. Like the governing class does. That's why they make weird fucking faces. Okay, there's a reason why a king wears a sword. Not a trowel, not a fraternity patch, but a sword. Historically, because they're trying to be like the ideal man in Psalm 45, the mighty warrior of God, the most excellent of men. That is me. Okay, there are like 4 billion people or so in various Abrahamic faiths, something like that. Okay, when you put them all together, and they all concede what the ideal man is. Since you say that you have that, that belief, if you're a Hindu or a Buddhist, right? There's the Kung Fu, there's the Hindu war gods, okay? Anyone who doesn't understand that the top martial arts ever possible is the ideal man is an idiot. Anyone who doesn't understand that if you sabotage me to try to seem superior or to try to feel powerful, that's a bitch move. That is sissy. It's in your genes, it's in your spirit, if you pass it on to your offspring, it's some bitch fucking geek-ass, dweeb-ass, American Pie, punk-ass shit. Some Fred from fucking Scooby-Doo type of bitch shit. It is some weirdo-ass shit. It is some weird clown, fucking pussy, pansy-ass shit. Pan means all for all the Greco-Roman deities. They're not real warriors. Mars is not a warrior, he's a bitch. Ares is not a warrior, he's a bitch. Zeus is not a warrior, he's a fat, dumb fucking bitch based on a pipsqueak punk from the Middle East who's a bitch. Anyone who doesn't know that is a stupid, stupid fuck. But the Greeks, when they were holding each other's dicks in the Mediterranean on the way to pump a sheep or something, they had fantasies of being like the greatest warrior that ever lived, who they knew was an African. When they looked around the world, they saw the pyramids, they knew about African martial arts, they knew who the fuck was in charge spiritually, they knew who the fuck was in charge where it matters most. And trying to leverage technology like a fucking bitch, trying to leverage numbers like a bitch, is called being a bitch. That's why they say it's man to man. Not freaking a bunch of people that worship the devil, a bunch of gays and pedophiles teaming up together on somebody manning up, 10 toes down, telling the complete truth. That's not the same thing. When Goliath challenged the Jews, and when David accepted his challenge, it was man to man. It was man to man, no fuming, no poisoning, No bitch-made fucking shit. I stood firm, 10 toes down, proved I'm the top martial artist ever possible. No one on this planet has even the beginning of an argument that they could see me toe-to-toe, man-to-man, fair and square. Not even the beginning. Because they know I'd cut them the fuck open. They know I'd pin them to the fucking tray, pin them to the roof. They know I'll maneuver them. They know I'm faster, I'm smarter, more intense. A golden retriever has more of a chance against a lion or a leopard than they would have against me. So what the fuck could they say? Say some pipsqueak bitch shit? Some fat dumb fuck bitch shit? Some slowpoke turtle punk ass shit? Fuck could they say? Some jackal ass punk shit? What the fuck could they say? I'd love to hear it. Because they got nothing. The government targeted me my whole life and I still went beyond everyone that's ever fucking lived. They got nothing. Think they could change my voice and make... Oh, he doesn't sound so tough when we film him. That's some bitch fucking shit. That's some Willow Offsgood, Mickey Mouse, Babs Bunny bitch shit. That is some Little Bo Peep bitch shit. Red Riding Hood bitch shit. That is some Britney Spears bitch. It's fucking pathetic. Okay, again, so I'm sure we can all agree I put them in their place. I have no viable counter-argument. My top martial arts challenges out there. All the comments I put it are out there. I posted on Facebook and other sites as well. It's clear that I'm right. Okay. You know, TikTok, what have you. Now, you see on the screen Psalm 45. Study verses 1 through 7 very carefully. Study the whole chapter. It's not much longer than the verses I put on the screen. Okay, but I wanted to zoom in on the New Living Translation of Psalm 45, verse 3, where it says that the mighty one is also translated as mighty warrior. Okay, so the most excellent of men, and it goes on to say, it's the mighty one, the mighty warrior. That's important, okay? The mighty warrior is somebody who musters his might. We see that in Proverbs, right? That those who are wise muster their strength. Muster their strength to do what? To withdraw? To just teach people at a martial arts school? To just be in the military and serve a corrupt nation? No, they muster their strength to do a mighty work of God. Like my top martial arts challenge in the name of God. I'm not sabotaging anybody. They're sabotaging people. Okay, and what I'm doing is clearly not in the government's best interest, the governing class's best interest, the people who control the technology. I'm clearly not controlled opposition. People aren't even following me. It's clear that even if you don't know who I am, you shouldn't be reproducing anyway because of the technologies, because of the degree of psychology they use, because of things like this. Tech breeding, cheating, generational ill-gotten gains. So when all is said and done, obviously I've won. I've won these exchanges. I've won the top martial arts challenge. Okay? Part of how the story ends, it ends with them going out like bitches. How many of you want to be related to, or from the race or groups, or the offspring of people who went out like bitches at the most important time in history, when it really defines who they are as people, as individuals, as groups? How many want to be the offspring of people with no fucking heart? Some kind of pussies that act like frat bitches instead of obeying God through Christ. They started this conflict by cheating me out of my right to lead. Who gives a shit about mere human rules, customs, and traditions? Even in Mark 7 in their own book, it says that mere human rules, customs, and traditions mean nothing. The orders of God mean everything. We see in Psalm 2 as well. Using their own scale. In Judeo-Christian culture with churches everywhere, they started this conflict. In their governments, they talk about one nation under God, and they want God to bless them and the troops and all this stuff, which he's not going to. They made it clear that to not see it this way is to be a dumb fucking asshole. You see why I had to put them in their fucking place? Because when you step up to God's son, right? 1 Samuel 17, the root and offspring of David. When you step up to the plate and start acting like you're in charge and start persecuting me and start making demands and say, no, it doesn't work unless we're king, right? We're king and we're king, and act like a fucking bitch and bless and be less. Okay? And stop and talk. We got to stop and act like a fucking pipsqueak punk. You get put in your fucking place. Whether you're Ichabod Crane or whether you're Willow Offsgood, you get put in your fucking place and you cook forever when your flesh dies. And while you're here, what, you think that's respectable? You think your repetition while you're here is respectable? You live like bitches and die like the dogs you are, then you go to hell. Now, I'm saying this in response to their extreme persecution. And on top of that, their refusal to give me justice. And certainly, first and foremost, them cheating me out of my right to lead, as I said before. Okay? This is not hate speech or bullying. This is saying to my oppressor, motherfucker, I win. Okay? This is saying to him, if you really got a problem with me, okay, let me recover, see me chest to chest, toe to toe. This is saying to my oppressor, I'm 10 toes down, I'm not taking your shit. And YouTube will be out of their minds to take this video off. And they do, then curses on them and their families. Because that's not fair. First of all, I'm Christ, but on top of that, this isn't the same as hate speech. And you see what happens when they cheat me out of my right to lead? I have to end up explaining that. Does it take it away from it? No. Because it's strategic. Because I'm moving masterfully. Because Satan thinks he's in charge of this world or something. When there's a hook in his nose and he's being led around by God. And those in his spirit are being led around by God to their destruction. Woe to you, destroying mountain. When you are done destroying, you will be destroyed. And I'll be at God's right hand, cooking you forever. And even the agnostic knows that when you look at this thing in terms of being a man, in terms of the logical assumption, in terms of the sound conclusion, when you look at this thing with sound logic, okay, you know that I'm right. For example, if Mike Tyson was talking to Carlton, they're yelling across the street, and Carlton was like, you know what, motherfucker, I'd knock you out. He said, fuck you talking about? I'm the champion, this, and I'd knock you. And they start arguing. Whose logic is sound? Who would knock who out? And so it is with any conflict between men or a man and some boy that never grew up. Say, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm the son of God. I'm the top martial arts. Fuck can you say? It's like Tyson won that argument with Carlton and that theoretical argument. I won the argument with the governing class and their tail tucked like a bitch. Not man enough to admit that I'm right. Not man enough to stop persecuting me because they're that fucking inferior. And there's no excuse for hacking my brain. No experiment is worth it. There's no excuse whatsoever. Their moves are dumb. And when you follow them, you are dumb as well.